Right-hand side of your screen in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, working its way through to lane number 8. Well, there's one of our scullers this morning, Valmir Braz da Silva from Martinelli Rowing Club in Brazil. But let's take you through the rest of the runners and riders. Ian Andrews in lane 1. We'll be representing Ardingly Rowing Club from Great Britain. Ivar Hoey from Christiana Row Club from Norway in lane 2. Alejandro Gasparini from San Fernandino, Argentina in lane 3. We've already mentioned Valmir from Martinelli in Brazil, lane 4. Hennady Kupin of Dnipro from Ukraine in 5. Ronald Coote of Greenbank Falmouth Rowing Club from Great Britain in 6. Toru Kimura from Sita Rowing Japan in 7. Martinus Rom Kolthorf from Royverheiniging Pampus in the Netherlands. And we're off. We are underway, the first of our races, first of 185 races today here on the third day of racing at the World Rowing Masters Regatta. Well, as this is the first day, it means we get our drone right from the very first stroke, and that's a phenomenal start for our sculler in lane number 6. That is, of course, Ronald Coote of Greenbank Falmouth. He's blasted out to the blocks. Going with him as well, though, Ivar Hoey from Christiana Row Club over on the top side of your screen. Both of those athletes going out to the blocks with an incredibly high rate of striking, separating themselves from the rest of the field already. And through the opening minute, they've already got clear water. Ronald Coote got clear water on Ivar Hoey and himself got clear water on the rest of the field. Ian Andrews just starting to separate himself now as our third place sculler himself. Clear water now on Valmir Braz da Silva from Martinelli Rowing Club from Brazil. They're your 4 top scullers at the moment. As we're coming through this first 500 metres, this has been a terrific start from these 3. Well, there's our leader out in front at the moment by number 3, Alejandro Gasparini, San Fernandino from Argentina. Tremendous display of sculling from him as he comes through that halfway point. Less than 500 metres to go now for him. He has motored out of the block. It'll be fascinating to see how much more oomph he's got left in the next 500 metres to see if he can carry that momentum all the way through to the finish line. But there he is, that high rate of striking working particularly well for him at the moment. That has absolutely paid dividends for him. We've got a great contingent of scullers and sweepers who have made the trip across from South America, from Uruguay, from Peru, from Argentina, from Brazil. And it's wonderful to have them all here racing. So if you are tuning in from South America, at some point in the night, we are delighted to have you waking up in the early hours. It's great to have you here, enjoying these pictures. And I'm sure you will be delighted to see Alejandro Gasparini of San Fernando leading out in front. In the background, though, that is the back of Ivar Hoey of Christiana Row Club from Norway. Again, another great contingent has made the trip from Norway, from Sweden, from Denmark. A great showing from our Scandinavian countries. Well, we wondered whether or not Alejandro Gasparini would be able to keep that momentum going in the second half. Well, he absolutely has. Just look at that margin over the rest of the field as he comes up to the finish line. It's just grown and grown, stroke after stroke. He's taking inches, centimetres, metres almost every single stroke over the rest of the field. But there's our second place sculler, Ronald Coote of Greenbank Falmouth. He's stuck on in there, but not quite able to match the pace, match the strength of Alejandro Gasparini. He looks set to be our first winner here on day 3 of the World Rowing Masters Regatta. Great performance, great sculling from the Argentinian. He's up to the line, just a few strokes left for him. and he will win final one of the men's I single sculls. A reminder, we have 6 of these finals to look forward to. Next across the line, it is, of course, Ronald Coote from Greenbank Falmouth, British sculler. And then next through that will be Ivar Hoey of Christiania Row Club, the Norwegian. And they'll be followed by Hennady Kupin from Dnipro, from Ukraine.
Silva, Martinelli, Brazil. Stop the roll.
Well, we've talked about the strong contingent who made the trip across from South America. Well, this is Valmir Braz da Silva from Martinelli of Brazil, just drifting through, but just pipping him on the line will be Toru Kimura from Sita Rowing of Japan. But there is our winner, Alejandro Gasparini from Argentina, our first winner of day 3 of the World Rowing Masters Regatta. So racing will be thick and fast all day long. There will be a few gaps throughout the day to allow for umpires to